YouTube, you already know who it is, baby. It's the Yugi Skull, you already know. Man, excited to bring you guys yet another video. This archetype that I've been messing with has been a little bit, I think, more hush-hush on the down low. I've been taking Malice actually out to locals since before the last ban list, before the Justice Hunters ban list. So I played full Alliance Insight Malice. I'm not the best connoisseur with the deck. Like there's definitely stronger players out there with the deck, but I can definitely carry my own, and I've got you guys covered for a post Doom of Dimensions new ban list Malice deck profile for the Justice Hunters / Doom Dimensions meta here. Yeah, definitely, an undefeated deck profile right here. And let's, get right into it without further ado. I want to make this a quick one because I am going to take this list out to locals as we speak. So we're 100% maxed out on all the girls. Dormouse is now down to 1, which means we need to kind of compensate for the names with all the other names. So we've got obviously the 1 Mouse, the 2 White Rabbit, 3 Chessie, and then 3 Marcher. Usually the combination of 2 helps you kind of get into the bread and butter combo now that, Splash Mage has been banned. So you absolutely must be maxing out on all these. No question about it at this point. And then you're absolutely going to be maxing out on the best extenders in the game for this deck profile. It's going to be your Gold Sarg, your Terraforming, as well as your Malice in the Underground. You never play any less. And then, of course, the 1 Malice in the mirror. I'm also maxed out on the backup package. This here as well is going to be really good. Like, let's say you open this plus a March here. It's full combo just because it allows you to get access to any Cyber's name from your deck. And, of course, the 1 Wizard. And then some more hand traps / extenders. We are running the 2 Bisual package. There's a case to run Baldrake, but yeah, I think this is fine as is because you'll see I have a little bit of a non-engine package that I'm running for this format, which I'll talk about later. So I wanted to kind of keep this as streamlined as possible. And then we are running just 2 traps, so the TB11 and the MTP07. You have to run the MTP07 just because it is a form of interruption. It's your non-target banish for the end board for the combo. But then your TB11 actually turns on if you just see White Rabbit as your 1 normal summon, it actually turns it on to become full combo on its own. Because, in the past we were just running MTP07 because we had, a variety of names and we had Splash Mage to be able to revive names at the graveyard and go into our Link 3 climb plays. But now you can't really do that anymore without going into Haggard Lizardos and burning one of your banishment effects. So therefore, actually having access to TB11 that just spits out a name that you are missing in your combo line from the deck onto the field is actually quite efficient to be able to get your full combo through the door. And then for non-engine, we've got the best hand trap in the game, 3 Dominus Impulse. I'm playing 3 Imperm. You can actually also use this as a board breaker into Yummy Snatchy in the draw or standby phase to negate some of those. I'd recommend that if that's the matchup. And it just choke slams Ripper against the K9 matchup. We've got 3 Ash, 3 Fua, 3 Allure. You absolutely should be playing these. I tried Signet Mining. I've tried the Sky Striker package, and I felt like this was actually the best because, one of the things that this deck actually loses to, aside from Lancey, even though Lancey is no longer in the format, is actually Molcharmies. So I wanted to actually maximize the ceiling of how I play this deck by destroying as much of my non-engine as possible through Allure of Darkness. And besides, this is also a forced interruption. They have to interact with this in the form of Ash Blossom, therefore making a lot of your other plays a lot more cohesive. And the last but not least, we're actually running a Super Poly package because I cut Nibiru. I felt Nibiru was very underwhelming this format. Decks like Dracotail are absolutely running 3 copies of it because they can loop it, and full Dracotail board plus Nibiru is usually FTK right there. But with Malice it was a little bit different. I felt like the engine was actually quite good going first and second. You want to be able to combo, and you can actually dig into something really powerful like this through Allure of Darkness. So I needed something to actually just completely you know, wipe out like the Mitsurugi Yummy end board that they end on, which is really, really powerful. So yeah, really good into Yummy, really good into Mitsurugi as well, into, you know, getting out on board a Garura and or Mudragon. The cool thing about, you know, getting a Garura out on board is it's a free draw and it's a body to be able to go into your Haggard Lizardor's plays a lot more easily. And then let's say you're going to go into Mudragon, you know, like let's say you're fusing off Herald of the Arclight, and then you're also fusing off a Yummy Snatchy for a Mudragon. What you can actually do is, you know, you call priority, say Mudragon, call Darks, and now all of a sudden any of your Link Climb plays are insulated from cards like Infinite Impermanence or Veilers for that matter, actually. So really, really cool, I think, package to try to, you know, to keep in mind. I'm definitely going to recommend it. Just because, again, you know, like Nibiru just felt so underwhelming, especially now that this deck is indeed power crept. Extra, we got 2 Link Karibo, 1 Spider. That's it for the Link ones. We got the Haggard Lizardors for Link 2, SP, IP, and then Cyberse Wicked. So that's it for the 1s and 2s. Got the 3 girls, got the Red Ransom, the Binder, as well as the Hearts of Cryptor. No explanation here, you need all 3. Link 4s and 5s. I'm still running the Firewall, the Access Code, the best FTK card going second, and then the Allied Code. No explanation needed there. And last but not least, Mudragon as well as Garura. There is an option to play Secretarian Dragon, in my opinion. I've seen a list at YCS. Is it San Paulo that played a Secretarian Dragon just to like out the what do you call it, the Draco Tail M board, but I felt like this was sufficient for the time being. There's enough hand traps to, I guess, hand trap Draco Tail. And for the side, I've got the 1 Call by the Grave just to check Molcharmies, Triple Tactics Talent, just to blow up their hands and or draw 2, just to see more starter / extenders. Dark Lure no more. We've got also some hand traps, Perulia. This could be Meowls, which is also just as good into Yummy Mitsu. 3D Barrier, 3 Droll, and then the Sack Lord himself, Dimensional Shifter. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. I'm going to take this list out to locals. Again, I went undefeated, something similar like this in the Justice Hunters format when, you know, the, what do you call them, Splash Mage was around, but definitely was still one I think keep this deck in mind for an upcoming regional. I think it's, you know, really well positioned. Does it have like a starting problem? Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, I do believe that it has something good things going for it. Like it does a lot of non-destruction removals, such as Banishment, which is really good into the format, really good into Yummy. Also doesn't die to D-Barrier. Everyone and their grandmothers are just siding D-Barriers everywhere. So this deck does not lose to that. So it actually means that, you know, the deck is resilient to such siding patterns. Nibiru is a little bit of a problem now because extending is a little bit wonky without Splash Mage, but you know, they don't always have to have Nibiru, and then Drolls are also in the side, and this deck doesn't really care about Droll and Lockbird at all. So that's it for me, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.